Hey guys, welcome back to Is It Worth Your Time, where my opinion doesn't matter, but I'm gonna give it anyway. Today we're checking out Conquer's Blade. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about the gameplay. It is an open world PvP action strategy MMO RPG. You can take part in tactical battles, siege battles, field battles, and bandit raids. Those are kind of like the matchmaking selections they have. Then you can. They also have territory wars where other guilds of other players can take over certain territories where they can harvest their crops and make their homeland stronger in some way or another. I haven't really joined a guild yet, so I don't know too much about that, but there is territory control. Then you have things called expeditions. You form a group of 5 heroes and team up against AI for better rewards, kind of like a raid, but not. I'm not sure what the differences are. Again, I've only been playing this game for about 2 days, and this game is absolutely phenomenal. The free roam in this game is it has like it shows kind of like a risk type of board, right? Where you click around, you move around, you can collect things like chest, or you can run like you can fight other NPCs. You can also fight other players where you take some of their loot and some of their squad soldiers. We'll get into squads later in the video. And you can harvest crops and stuff for crafting, and we'll get further into that. This game has a lot to offer in terms of stuff to do, and it's a really solid game. I can't express that enough. Okay, so let's talk about crafting. In the open world, you can collect raw materials. You bring them to this guy to refine. Say we need to refine iron. Okay, so we got 6,000 ore. We go down here and we can select, let's say, 6,819. That's going to cost us 13,000 silver. Refining is super expensive, so it's really not important at first. What you're going to do with these raw materials is, I guess, donate them to your fief for fief quest, and then fief quest will give you tons of rewards. But let's say that you refine some things. Again, you can find the raw materials through quest and different stuff like that through the auction house. So I need a pair of gloves. So we're gonna go down here. We have a rare armor schematic, and we have enough material to do everything. So we're gonna make sure that this is heavy armor, because our character uses heavy armor. And then we are going to start crafting. It takes a couple minutes. Now we have a chance of getting rare, epic, or legendary. We came out with rare. And crafting is really just as simple as that. You get the required materials, you go to a guy, and that's that. And then you can also salvage stuff down by going to the artisan, and you click salvage, and then you take the old armor that you just replaced. It costs some bronze, and this is another way how you get the stuff you need. See, we just got some iron, rivets, and leather, and it automatically goes into your inventory. Okay, so with crafting, you can also build unit kits for units that you don't have but want temporarily. We can take a quick look through here. I don't have much material. Like you can build a squire, halberdier, just different units that you want to use but haven't unlocked yet. Gunsmith, you can build different artillery pieces that you can use in matchmaking and territory control, and you can build stuff for your horse such as armor and different other bits and bobs. So everything in this game is essentially craftable. It's just crafting is super expensive. And you really just want to focus on like crafting level 10 stuff at an early level. Okay, so let's talk about skill progression. If you've ever played games like World of Tanks and games like that, it kind of has that skill progression. This game is also forgiving with character builds and skill points. When you have hero skill points of strength, agility, defense, and health, right? And then you have some leadership points, but we'll get into that with crafting. Um, so you level this up compared to your build. Your build is based on your weapon. If you don't like the weapon that you're choosing, you can always skill into other weapons, which is pretty awesome actually. So like I use pull axes. Say I don't really dig pull axes and I want to change it up to like short bow. I can start dropping skills in short bow and change my weapon, then change my stats. I believe you can reset your stats like once a week. This game is very forgiving. Like if you build your character wrong, like I have my skills I guess pretty scattered around for the weapon that I use. I can always reset my skill points and rebuild my character for free. You can also change guilds and stuff once a week. This game is very forgiving with stuff like that, and that is definitely a pro, because if a new player comes in and he's trying to learn how to play the game, he doesn't really know what he's doing, he meets somebody, they can always just essentially re-roll their character. And yeah, so you have this skill tree, and you this is your ultimate ability. I've been trying to level up. I need like 4,000 more points to get the last tier in that, but there's also these sub skills that I need to start leveling up, and it's just a common skill tree. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Now, when it comes to squads, right? This is where your leadership points come in. You can only hold so many units based on your leadership, and you can essentially level up and craft to hold more units. Also, some quests give you like contracts where you can hold more units, and it's pretty cool. But this is where it comes. This is where it starts turning into World of Tanks. Say I want to unlock a unit, right? You start off in the rustic era, then you move over to the feudal, chivalric, all the way to gold era, which I'm about to unlock here. And then your units also can be upgraded into different skills. And that goes for every single unit, right? And it kind of has that World of Tanks progression. So in nothing, you can pay for different units, but essentially they are just for looks, I guess. They do have different skills, like I guess this Black Dragon, it gives you plus 10 XP for heroes and 10% bronze coins. So it's not a huge game changer, and obviously you can get the higher tier stuff just by following the line, but you can earn these through season rewards, by doing season quest, or just by buying them. Warband builds, we can kind of get into that, or maybe this should go into the gameplay section. You have like different battles, right? This is for your queued matches, this is for open world roaming, and then free battles. I don't know what free battles are. Those could be the PvE, like raids and stuff. Then you can hire mercenaries, which will auxiliary units will be recalled every Monday. So it's really you can unlock a special unit for a week, right? And then you use these points, which I guess they're auxiliary points. So really I can pick up one of these guys and that'd be cool. Mercenaries, you can purchase mercenaries, but again, you have to unlock the corresponding unit era, such as rustic or gold, and they are only hired for a week. Then you have a technology tree. I haven't really got for much into this. I really only have 853 points in this, so I'm not too sure what this does. I guess this is for like crafting and open world stuff, right? Like subsurface extraction. We can start research on this, I think. Okay, so this is just gonna take 5 seconds. Okay. Now we can use increased iron ore production or increased copper ore production. Um, I think this is for like when you own a territory. This is benefits when you take over a mine or take over a lumber yard or take over a ranch or um whenever you take over something it generates production is essentially is what I'm getting at. And then if you go to your barracks, again you can only have so many units, but if we go here we can see the units that we are using and the units that we are not using. And then you just build the units, which is essentially your tank, and you can add a unit. I don't have I'm really early into the game. So that's essentially how skills work. And then your units also have skills. So if we wanna, we can level these guys up, but I'm gonna hold off on that. You have skill trees, right? So there's so much to this game, it's insane. But yeah, you have units, and then your units have you have a unit tree, then your units have skills, and then your units have more skills, then you have skill points, then you have more skills, and there's just so much to this game. It's really awesome. So what's the pros and cons with this game? Let's start with the cons. The cons is it feels like a mobile game with as many menus you have to go through to collect rewards. Other than that, that's about the only con that I see. And I guess that there's no like voice chat in the game, so communicating tactics and positions can be quite tricky. The pros is everything. The gameplay is solid. The strategy squad commands work really well and are just adds that extra element to the game. The way free roam's handled, the way matchmaking's handled, it's honestly it's a solid game. I don't think we've reviewed a bad game yet. Hopefully we never really have to, but no, this game is definitely worth your time and effort. The way skills are handled are really good. The way houses and guilds are handled are pretty solid. Like I said, if you mess up your build in a week, you can reset and rebuild without having to start another character. I think that's like my favorite element of the game. Nothing is locked behind a paywall. It's all playtime, and it's just a solid game. So if you guys like this video or like this type of content, leave a like, maybe a subscribe. Check us out on Discord. We have movie nights, community game nights. Check me out on Twitch, where we do a lot of editing and we do a bunch of other variety of games. And check me out on Hover, trying to grow on there. And thanks for watching.